Hello YouTube. Today we're going to talk about this right here. And what is this? This is my left hand. See it? So why am I showing you my left hand? It's because I was originally left-handed. But because of the society we live in, they made me right-handed. And the reason why I know that I was originally left-handed is because I still grab things with my left hand. I remember once I was out with some friends and I happened to grab a door and I grabbed it with my left hand. And this lady I was with, she freaked out. And I was like, what is this lady's problem? And she told me, you grabbed that with your left hand. I'm like, yeah, and what's the big deal about that? But I mean, she literally freaked out that I grabbed something with my left hand, the door, you know? But I guess there's this perception that people who use their left hand are evil. Um, they follow the left hand path, or they are somehow in league with the devil. Maybe some of that's true when it comes to me, but still in all, we're not evil people. I don't go out, chopping up cats or rodents or whatever. But no, this perception that people who use their left hand are somehow, I don't know, evil or whatever. That is wrong, and people should not be teaching people not to use their left hand. Like I said, there's certain things I grab with my left hand. There's certain things I do with my left hand. Still, even being taught to use my right hand. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with using your left hand. I think it has people who use their left hand are right-handed. I mean, right-brain people, and they say that the left hand is controlled by your right brain, and your left brain is controlled by your right hand. So maybe the people who use their left hand tend to be a lot more creative, a lot more imaginative in the things they do. Look at Jimi Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix played left-handed. And the interesting thing about Jimi Hendrix is he could play with his left hand and his right hand. So the cool thing is, if I wasn't forced to use my left hand, I could play guitar like this. Now, wouldn't that be cool? Like Hendrix, Another fact about Jimi Hendrix is he could play guitar like this, and he could play guitar like this. There's a video out, I believe it's with Keith Richards, and he said that he handed Jimi Hendrix his guitar, and he was playing, and he would play like this, and then he would completely mess with your mind, and play the other way, this way and that way, and with his teeth and behind his back, and like this, yeah. Yeah, so that's one of the things I regret that happened in my early life is not using my left hand, being taught to use my right hand. But that's the way society is. They try to mold you into um, literally into a way of thinking. People who use their right hand mostly are tend to be more analytical in their thoughts, which is nothing wrong with that. But you want to be imaginative too. Imagine if we didn't have people like Salvador Dali or Jimi Hendrix or people who are very imaginative in their left brain. I mean, I'm sorry, their right brain thinking of things. We live in a pretty dull world. So, if you're a parent and if your kid is left-handed, let them be left-handed. Teach them to use both hands. Wouldn't that be great if everyone used both hands? Imagine how society would be if we use our left brain and our right brain more instead of just our left brain. I mean, that's just something to think about. And like I said, I would love to play, learn how to play guitar like this. And one of the things I do on the side, when no one's looking, of course, is I kind of, go over scales and try to do things with my hand this way, instead of this way. So try to play left-handed, so which is kind of difficult. Now, the interesting thing about guitar, those of you who are not guitar players, is in a way we do use our left hand because this is all, that's all my left hand. But if I'm turning like this, I use my right hand, but the thing that controls the notes that I'm hitting is my left hand. So even though I'm using my right hand, it's controlled by your left hand, which is very difficult when you've been taught, when you've been taught a certain way. So teachers who are teaching young people, don't teach them just to use their right hand. That is so wrong. And I wonder if there's some scientific studies to back this up. I'm pretty sure there is. Let the kid play with. Let the kid use their left hand. I let them play with their left hand. Just let them do things with their left hand. There's nothing wrong with it. He's not gonna turn out to be a serial killer or anything like that. So this is one of those things I just kind of want to get off my chest, and I think it's still happening today, and it should not be happening, and it is something that should be corrected. And I'm, trying my best to correct it myself. One of the things I like to do is write with my left hand. Practice writing with your left hand, and also practice writing backwards. That's very, very, very fun also. And just write your name backwards with your left hand, your right hand. Practice doing things like that kind of make your brain think in a different way, and you'll be surprised how that'll it'll change your way of thinking about other things too. You'll be thinking more outside the box. So those of you who are left-handed, naturally left-handed, don't let people persuade you to be right-handed. Be left-handed. And if you can, be left and right-handed. That is really cool. You really get to, be creative if you do that. So that's just my little advice. Just wanted to get that off my chest, let you guys know what happened to me when I was younger. I can't remember it happening, but I know it did happen because, like I said, there's certain things I still do with my left hand. All right. Until next time, make sure you subscribe. Join me on Patreon. Those of you who are on Patreon, check me out on TikTok. Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on Facebook. All the social medias, even the old social medias like Tag, and I still have a MySpace account. All right. Until next time, love is the law, and peace, Uncle Johnson. Catch you guys later.